Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, we're the real Hebrew Israelites, GMS Louisiana Saints, out here in the highways and byways, proclaiming the true gospel of the Holy Bible, right? Before we get started, we're already facing these. We want to give infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the hope elect who continue to push this truth. Shalom. All right? Going to current events, all right? Biblical prophecy, all right? The Lord is bringing judgment upon the earth, all right? Throughout the whole world, okay? And as the brother's going to get into the scripture, okay? These judgments are being poured out in these latter days until the end times, okay? The Lord is not slacking, all right? Go ahead, huh?
Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, that word woe means what? Destruction, okay? It means death, it means judgment. So when you look up the word bleed, also in the scriptures, that's synonymous with the word woe. It means judgment, okay? You see it floods everywhere, all right? You got hurricanes. You got hurricanes going all the way up to Southern California, all right? Earthquakes, tornadoes, all right? Wildfires, okay? Now you got this new pestilence having up there in New York, the polio, all right? You already got the monkeypox out here already. So the Lord is bringing more plagues upon the earth in these latter times, and it ain't gonna stop. It's gonna get worse and worse. Go ahead, Doc.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right, man. Hey, martial law is coming, man. They're gonna declare a whole lockdown. Here it is, Vladimir Putin already declared that America's gonna have a very dark winter. Okay? Russia has cut off the gas to Europe. They finna go into economic collapse. America finna follow that same path. So the Lord is saving America for last. All right?
No more time, right?
All right, go ahead, Doc.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Right, man. Yeah, it's men coming in your house. They ain't having no regard for human life. Somebody give me that Ezekiel 9 chapter. All right? No regard for human life. All right? Whenever you have accommodated throughout these years, all right? That man is coming to get that. All you blue-collar workers, okay? Standing on the corner, okay? Waiting on the bus to come so you can go your ass to work. That's finna stop. You got mass robberies happening all over the world right now. Okay? Go ahead, up.
Ezekiel 9 and 4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, man. We look that word up. It's tar. Okay? Tar, to be exempt. Okay? To be set aside. To be preserved. To be kept from the impending judgment that's happening upon the earth, man. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of this judgment, man. You want to be kept by the Lord. All right? Go ahead, up.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Right, man. These holy angels are going to get busy, man. All right? They're already doing it upon the earth. Here it is. Every metropolitan area in Babylon, America, has a murder rate that is sky high. All right? All over. All right? Women are getting their judgment. All right? Go ahead, huh?
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the tongue.
Right, man. That word, have ye pity, means the angels are not going to have no regard for human life. Okay? Extreme prejudice. Okay? Baby's going to get that judgment. There's nothing but a spirit. Okay? We can prove that in the Bible. All right? Go ahead, Ox.
And begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. I was going to start with the people that know they're Israelites. The judgment's going to work its way down the ladder, right? All the way until the 2/3, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who don't know that. Right?
It said that the same thing in the book of Peter, man. All right? The judgment going to end at the house of Yahshua. Throughout the amount of years that brothers been in the truth, you can see his judgment being poured out. All right? And God sent comfort. He got his judgment. Okay? And it ain't going to stop. It's a house cleaning that's going on, man. not just because you can get sifted out of here, the Lord can sift you out according to the spirit world. All right? Got some good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's next verse. Ezekiel 9:7, what you just said. And it says, and he said unto them, defile the house, and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth, and they went forth and slew in the city.
That's it, man. Hey, it's house cleaning, man. All right? And it's also documented in the Bible, Zechariah 13th chapter, the Lord is going to smite and slaughter 2/3 of these people right here on this side. That side right there, Bible shot. Beginning with Judah. Judah is the worst of all these tribes, man. Okay? The Negroes have surpassed the wicked, man. The Lord got it out for you first. This is going to go to the Haitians, Jamaicans, okay? The so-called Native Americans. All right? All the way down to Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. They had their head all the way up Esau's ass, man. Go ahead, huh?
And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face, and cried and said, Our Lord Yahweh, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? Like, that's what we asking. Is the Lord going to kill everybody? No. Right? But the Lord gives you the exact numbers of who's going to kill and who ain't. 1/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be preserved, the 2/3 is going to be destroyed. The vast majority of the people is going to be destroyed, man.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein.
Right, bro. Hey, because the Lord got certain judgments, okay, that's set before for the nation of Israel. Okay, a lot of y'all gonna die by the famine. Okay, that's coming. All right, you're gonna die by the sword, martial law. Okay, guns on the streets. Okay.
Shut up. Nobody don't want to talk. Shut up. Shut up.
All right.
Shut up. You don't know what we talking about.
All right.
You ain't know what we
Wild
talking
beasts out here on earth. Okay.
Shut up. Shut up again.
Shut up. Be thrown to the concentration camp.
Shut up.
Go ahead, jail out of 15 chapters.
Goddamn
all right.
fiend.
The Lord said he said over 4 kinds of death. All right.
Y'all are the ones gonna burn in hell.
Right. A lot of y'all dying by taking that fentanyl out here, man. Yeah.
Our lashes is burning hell already.
All right.
And that man, Chucky,
not sparing none out here, man. All right. According to Isaiah 55:8.
Always when you Houston niggas looking at women talking shit.
Go ahead, huh?
Looking like a goddamn Houston nigga commercial. Trying to tell us something stupid, man. Yeah. Right up the block, man. You got them damn coons too. They all in them goddamn white folks' face.
Well, you can see it
go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, huh?
Uncle Tom, man. Says, go ahead. Why you fucking talking to you, man?
Jeremiah.
Running your goddamn mouth. Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such are for death to death.
Come on.
And such as are for the sword to the sword.
Right.
And such as are for famine to the famine. And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Right, man, because everybody's not going to die the same way. It wouldn't be right if the Lord just had y'all all do the same thing, man. The Lord like variety of things, man. And we love it too. Whatever Yahweh shines with, we with it also, man.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven.
Right, man, because you got wild pit bulls, wild dogs. You had something happen over there in, I think it was in Mandeville, Louisiana, where a woman was ate up by 2 pit bulls, an elderly lady. Okay? So the Lord got the spirit on these animals to get busy, man.
The Lord just let loose the tiger.
Oh, he said God out here.
They ain't found that motherfucker yet, man.
The tiger just roaming around Louisiana.
They ain't found it yet.
So you think they gotta just tiger room around? He's so noticed already, man. He the one doing it. The Lord is letting him do it. According to Job, the 9th chapter, for 24th verse. All right? Go ahead, huh?
It says,
hey, and it won't be just tigers, okay? It's gonna be lions, panthers, because Esau is shooting these animals up with all kind of juices. Okay, but just say it like that, all kind of juices, man. All right. The Bible says in Revelation 12:12, go to the world. Devil,
Revelation 12:12. Right? And it says, therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Backed up right there. The sea, man. All right. All these animals, man. Esau came out with that juice. He wasn't just doing it for you humans. He was doing it to these animals too. So we're fast approaching what the Bible calls the day of Jacob's trouble. All right. So these animals are going to be let loose, like the brothers bringing out right now.
Go ahead. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Like the spiritual demon Satan is working with the upper left echelon, the elite, Amalek. Okay, on the left hand side. They actually have a physical chair where Satan himself sits in. Okay? And gives them orders. That's why you're seeing these things speed up. You're seeing the MOTB, it's all over the place right now, okay? Go in some of these stores, like me and the brother just went to the store, they got these Bitcoins, cryptocurrency, stations set up right now. The digital dollar's about to hit at the end of this year. No, it's not going to happen overnight. It's what they call gradualism, to slowly bring in, okay, that electronic currency. All right? Go ahead,
They got to wait. They're going to make it go faster, man. You expect possibly within these next couple months some major events to take place, whether it's some type of false flag bombing at one of these Super Bowl games or some shit like that, some terrorist attack that pop off, cyber attacks,
EMP attacks.
Yeah, EMP attack, what do you call that shit? Some type of medical attack, biological attack, right? Biological warfare to take place where they're going to lead you people into getting rid of the dollar.
Medical martial law.
Medical martial law. Got financial. Okay.
That's right, bro. Yep. So the world is on the brink of something very catastrophic happening, man. All we need, like we keep saying, keep bringing it out. The world is on the edge of just one major prophetic event, and then all prophecy gonna flow fast. All right.
One day or some shit to happen day, man. Right? Go ahead,
It says, and I will appoint, this back in Jeremiah 15:3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Yeah, man. So the Lord has all sorts of ways to kill you. All right, Jakes, I think you're special because you have a Draco. Most I don't care about your Draco, man. You can't save yourself. All you tough guy niggas, man. The Lord about to show you who the king of terrors is.
Nigga, Jake don't know how to shoot no pistol, man. There's a lot of wild gunfiring, man. Okay, so-called white man is precise, has precision with the military weapon, man, to destroy you. Right? Shoot sideways. Can't keep his pants on his ass. Yeah. Go ahead, out.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh.
Like, man, and talking, like, a lot of you Christians, you desire the day of the Lord, but you don't know what the day of the Lord is. Okay? You think the Lord's coming back with all Jolly Ranchers and cotton candy right on the cloud, man. The Bible doesn't say that, man. Go ahead, huh?
Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light.
That's it. Read it again.
The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light.
I'm telling you right there, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. A lot of terror is coming from the Lord. Give me Isaiah 66:15. Okay? The Bible speaks of over in Matthew 24th chapter. When these missiles are shot off, okay, the sun is going to be dark. The moon is not going to shine. What you call a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse from the radiation from these nuclear missiles. We evaporated to the sky. Okay? And the Lord is coming back on his chariot. What the world knows as UFOs. Okay? That's what the holy angels are riding in. That's Ezekiel the first chapter.
That's why all you holy so-called Christians, you always talk about Ezekiel will. The will within the will in Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, but you don't know what it's talking about.
Right, brother.
Right? That's talking about the holy angels, which the Lord gets to watch. Give me that one in eyes of the Lord 10 times brighter than the sun.
Like the sun. Shabbat 39.
Right, in which the Lord got the angels watching everything and recording what's going on down here on the earth, man. Right? The Lord can come back and do his judgment.
Right.
You people, you've been deceived by the so-called government and by the so-called white man who's been in the power, all right, since the late mid 1400s, man. He's been in power, deceiving the whole planet Earth. Make you think that this is Jesus, which the Lord in the Bible, the God of the Bible, and the God of the Bible is a so-called black man, all right?
Right.
Which his name is Yahweh, that created heaven and earth and everything you see. And his son, which he sent down here to die for one people only, which is the nation of Israel, he's a so-called brown-skinned man, all right? He's a black, so-called black man, all right? Not this guy. This guy's an actual guy from the 1400s by the name of, and we gotta go over this, you know, the milk, time and time again. This guy is actually this guy through history, man. This is Caesar Borgia. It's not the Lord. The Lord ain't seen no goddamn white boy down here. All right? It's the Borgia family, man. The Borgia family was a power elite family that was in power that came into power in the 1400s, man. By their father. Right? He got a first crime family, man. Right? And this image has been plastered throughout all the world, man. You ask a so-called Negro how the Lord look, they're gonna tell you like this. But then they tell you color don't matter. Right. But then that goddamn nigga, the last 40 years, you've been worshiping this image. Yeah. But when we tell you the Lord look like that, the power of the heaven and earth, God, when you call God looks like that, you niggas got a problem. Yeah. You haven't had a problem for 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years worshiping this false image though, man. Right, man. We come here to tell the truth of every goddamn thing, man. Mm-hmm. Right? You got that real for me? I'll give it back to you first.
The Rock 23 and 19.
And that's why we put horns on that devil, man, because that's the deceiving image. Diablo, man. Yeah. Right? This is the deceiving image. You gotta get that out. If you so-called Negroes believe into the Lord, you gotta get that out your head, man. You gotta stop going to church. Right? The churches ain't nothing more than an institution primed on waxing their pockets with money, man. Getting them coins out of you, man. Them shekels. Which they set up by the government under a 501c3 charter to lie to you purposely, man. Ain't no truth in the church. Them niggas slime balls, man. All of them. Half of them are Masons and they're homosexuals, man. And they're Masons. Jesuits, Rosicrucians, and Shriners, man. Go ahead.
That's the whole 501c3 is set up by the Jesuits.
Yeah. To lie to you, man. They ain't tell you no truth. They want to make their pockets fat. Come down to church so I can get a new propeller on my damn helicopter. Get a new Rolls Royce. Yeah. Meanwhile, you going home hungry, man. You going home, your lights ain't even on. You need help with your lights. Them niggas ain't gonna give you 2 cents. Go ahead, brother.
The Rock 23 and 19. Such a man only fears the eyes of men. Right. And knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
With much understanding, you'll find out that those eyes represent the angels. The Lord gets the angels to watch and record all the acts of men. Right on earth. And they give the Lord a report on what's going on. Yeah. And they ride around in these vehicles called chariots, man. Which the world ignorant call them so-called UFOs. But in the Bible, they're known as the chariots of Israel. The clouds, man. Yeah. Right? And the angels are always around. Right? Always around. These angels are constantly around. Yeah. That's the difference between the spiritual realm and the physical realm that you people don't know about, man. Right? It's a difference. There's many things going on around here right now in the spiritual realm and the physical realm, man. But we also talk about too. There's gonna be a collision course, the spiritual realm and the physical realm on the collision course, man. For the day of the Lord. All right? Wait. That's what these wacky tacky Christians put in slavery, man. Okay? That's what I'm saying too. A lot of you don't know what's going on. Go ahead,
Right? Sirach 23 and 20 says, he knew all things ere ever they were created. So also, after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
Right. That's what the angels do. They look upon all the works, all the delights of men. Right? See, you're not in control as you think you are, man. You're not just doing what you want. As they say, the Most High has everything in its proper place and proper course. There's no such thing as free will, which we went in that about a week or so ago. All right? People gonna find out the hard way that the power of the heaven and earth, which his name is Yahweh again. Yahweh, his name not God. God just what it is? A title. Just means power. Just like them stinking ass Arabs talk about Allah. Allah just means power. Yes, he is a power, but what's his name though, man? Oh, his name Jesus. Jesus not even his name. That's another title, which goes under the context of being a savior. Yes, he is a savior. Savior to the nation of Israel. His name is Yahweh Shai, man. Because the same thing happened in the book of we have a book of Hebrews. We have an account when Paul was knocked off the horse going to Galilee. He heard his name in the Hebrew tongue. So the Lord has a Hebrew name. Going back to the Lashawan Kadash, man. Pure language, man. See, what you gotta understand that the power of the Bible is an ancient power, not a modern day power that fits for your emotions and your liking. We're dealing with an ancient power that built the heavens and the earth. All right, in the span of thousands of years, man. Right, with his son and the angels. The Most High, to you in the book of Genesis, that the Most High sit upon the throne as a king that he is, and let his son create everything seen and unseen, man. And he got the credit to it. He just gave the blueprint up. He gets all the credit for it because why? He even created his son, the word they can call Jesus Christ, his name is Jehovah. He created him. So he gets the credit for it, man. See, what you're gonna find out, right, through reading the Bible, this ain't the Lord. The Lord ain't just no pushover like this guy. This guy, they got him in the church looking all homeless, beat up. Yeah. Right? The power of the heaven and earth. He's a great power, man.
Yeah. Terrible.
Terrible. Which the nations of the earth used to call him Al-Asajid, man. It means terrible demon-like power.
Right.
But what the things he used to do to the nations, man, when they came up against us. Preferably, you seen what he did in Egypt. Which them tall, giraffe-looking ass Egyptians, and damn Hamites, they still down in the bottom of the sea, man.
Yeah.
All right, their chariots, their bones, their bodies, still down there, man. And the Lord's finna do that again to the so-called white man.
Right.
According to Romans the 9th chapter. The Lord's finna set all this shit up, man.
Yep.
To put us back in power. You so-called Negroes.
So you're gonna get rid of
Huh?
You're gonna get rid of all of them, huh?
Yeah, the Lord gonna allow us to put him in slavery under his son and us, man. Look at this nigga, man. He need to go, man. Where the police at? This is what happens in Gotham City, though. This is what happens. It's a social breakdown of society, man. All right, this is a social break. This place, they have lost New Orleans, man. All right, they losing Atlanta, they losing Houston, man. This is a social breakdown of society, a total collapse. You gonna get his ass start dragging some more hip bullshit though. Yeah, that's all they got down here, man.
You see the spirit, you see it.
Whatever, man. Demons.
Let me get this back you up.
Go ahead.
This second chapter 13, verse 29 through 31. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
You heard that? One realm. So the physical realm that we live in is going to meet the spiritual realm through the Heavenly Father sending His Son down here. And what He's going to do, the Lord's going to kill all you so-called white people. Right? I know how funny it sounds. Whoa, what the hell are you talking about, man? It sounds far-fetched. When you read these scriptures, the Lord's going to put the so-called white man in slavery in us, man.
Right.
Because what they told you back in the book of Deuteronomy, He said, it's going to come a time where the curses will come on us. Where we're going to be the tail, and those that are oppressed is going to be the head. But it also says, too, that the head, is going to come a time where the tail should become the head again, man. That all those curses that were put on us going to be put on them. Well, bring it out real fast.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
You hear that? Our enemies, which includes you so-called white people, man. Which includes you so-called Arabs. You so-called Chinese, Japanese. All right?
Y'all go ahead and have a seat.
You different nations, man. You East Indians and shit, man. The Lord will allow us to be on top of you. Because really, you read the scriptures, the Lord tell you that the earth, the world itself was made for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. He made the planet Earth for us. And for us to be and rule over it. But we disobeyed Him, but He put us in subjection under our enemies until a period of time. Where?
Where did the white man come from? Because some brothers say that a couple of months, but I reject it. I'm just going to see that kind of evil coming from me.
Forget
Black man.
Forget. We can go.
But wait, let me add. Okay, so now I read one book in the Bible where God told Rebecca that He's going to put 2 nations up.
Yeah, we're going to get that. That's what we're going at for you, brother. That's right. That's right, brother. Yeah, but the father was who?
Jacob.
Nah.
Huh? No, Isaac.
Right.
Isaac
was a so-called black man, though.
Yeah, Isaac black man. Yeah.
Isaac was a so-called black man.
Yeah. But Isaac didn't make the baby. God took the babies and like he did Mary. So he told Rebecca, I'm gonna put 2 nations. Was she old and barren?
But get in Romans, the 9th chapter first. Understand that even before all this stuff was set up, it was already set up by the Lord for it to happen that way. You know. Yeah. He's writing the way. You know.
Yeah.
9 and 11.
I got that.
It's Romans 9 and 11. It said, for the children, Jacob and
Esau,
for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
They ain't done no good or no evil yet. Go ahead.
That the purpose of God, Yahweh, according to the election might stand, not of works, but of Him that calleth.
Yeah, so the Most High set it up already for the so-called white man to be hardwired to be evil. Right? Because that's why so-called Negroes always wonder why we can't get along with the white man. But, well, they was fighting in the womb of Rebecca.
Right.
We ain't gonna never get along.
Right.
You know?
Right in the womb.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I need you to keep going in that particular that verse. Because guess what? Just like every movie, you ever have a villain, you gotta have a good guy.
Right.
Our people represent the 12 tribes of Israel represents the good guy.
Right.
The so-called white man is set up as the villain of the planet Earth. Because we ask him all the time, what tell me one thing that he done good on Earth. He can never answer that question.
And done one good thing.
He never answer that question. All you have is rape, robbing, murder, pillaging, killing, and destroying. Which he's hardwired that way, man. This man, we talking about a man that loves love. He loves Satan.
Yeah. He
Right?
is Satan.
He is Satan. Because you're right, brother.
Yeah, he is.
When you read these scriptures, understand it. I can go through it to you too.
Yeah.
There's scriptures where it tell you that the white man gets his power from Satan.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
He's a physical counterpart of Satan on the planet Earth. Because you have a spiritual counterpart, which the spiritual demon Satan, he's under the guidance and obedience of the Most High. Because the Most High created Satan. How can something you created fight in war with you? It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
He listens to the Lord, man. Satan.
Yeah.
What he has, get it real fast for him. You got it, brother.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
That's the so-called white man. His coming after the working of Satan, which the word working goes into the word initiative. Meaning he gets his power, his efficiency, he gets power from Satan to do what he do, man. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. So that's why he put up all these different, you see on these buildings, you see opulence everywhere, you see different symbols, you see green man. Where you go, square and compass, you see pine cones on the fences. All those things are cultic symbols and stuff.
Cultic symbols?
Yeah. Satanic symbols that give
like
him
gargoyles and stuff building Catholic buildings.
Yeah. No, what they give him power from Satan. You know?
Yep. Well, that whole area, Washington, D.C. If you look at it from a bird's eye view, it's set up in a Masonic triangle. Through a pit,
The Pentagon.
The Pentagon.
The Pentagon. You got the Hour of Molech down there. You got the Baphomet star. Right, and it's really all throughout America. It's a Masonic layout because the so-called founding forefathers that came over here, they were Masons, man. Christopher Cuba, he was a Mason set up by Adam Weishaupt, right? When they built and established this place, which those guys was funded by the Mara M. Bauer, with nothing more than the Rothschild of today, man. The Rothschilds funded the so-called slave trade, man.
That's some trillionaire motherfucker.
Yeah, because back in 2006, Evelyn Rothschild was estimated over $500 trillion rich. Yeah. That was in 2006, man. So you imagine what's going on today.
Too much money for one family.
Yeah.
And one man and shit.
Go ahead.
I mean, like even they was estimated with the Bush. Yeah. After that shit they went down with Iraq. Bush cat his ass over there in Crawford, Texas, and it's projected that he was close to being a trillionaire.
Oh yeah, he made money off that.
Yeah, war is big money.
Big money.
War is big money. We finna go to war again. Every time there's a economic hiccup, which we're going through right now, war is on the horizon, man. That's why we tell a lot of these knucklehead ass little boys out here, a lot of you gonna get drafted over there to the Middle East and fight World War III.
That's right.
You ain't coming back either. Go ahead, brother. Go back in that Romans for the brother.
Romans 9, verse 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Right.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Hear that? Read that again.
Right? Romans 9 and 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder shall serve the younger. So whichever one come out first was going to serve the younger, which our foreparent Jacob came out last. Which in the near future, the so-called white man has to serve us in slavery. Right? Yeah. He's going to serve us for 1,000 years of slavery until the Most High going to eradicate him. He's going to get rid of him off the planet Earth. Yeah, because he's nothing more than a cancer to the planet Earth. He destroys the water, the food, the air, the people. Rape, robbing, murder, and pillaging everybody. Go ahead.
It said, verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then?
And you hear that? It said, Jacob have I loved. The people of Jacob, the Israelites. He said, but Esau have I hated. The Lord hates you so-called white people, man. With a passion.
Yes. The guys in my building, sometimes we have discussion.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me I'm a Jew.
Yes.
I tell them I'm a Jew.
But the real Israelites, really, the tribe of Judah, are the real Jews. Give me Jeremiah. Yeah, you're a real Jew. If your grandfather and your father goes back to the so-called Negroes, you're a Jew. Give me the word.
Well, what about the Israelites?
That's our nationality as a whole. But there's 12 tribes. You're a Judite. You of the 12 tribes of Israel, of the tribe of Judah.
I'm of the tribe of Judah.
Of the tribe of Benjamin, of the tribe of Levi.
All 12 tribes in one nation.
All 12 tribes in one nation.
One nation.
Messiah himself is from the tribe of Judah, according to Hebrews the 7th chapter.
Give me Hebrews the 7th.
And that's the word that God so loved that He gave one.
That's right. That's right, brother. That's right, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. That word world that goes for the nation of Israel. Not talking about the whole planet Earth. The Lord can give a damn about all the other nations He created. He loved Israel only, man.
Right.
That's beautiful, man.
Well, I was taught by other guys used to come out here too.
Okay.
They will put.
Yeah, we know about them. You know,
Yeah.
we know about them. They off in a lot of things, but they all woke.
Yeah.
But ultimately, but they all off too. They doctrine is off, man. But they will tell you that you're an Israelite.
Yeah.
We go a lot deeper. It's all about what you want. If you want to be shallow, deal with them other groups. But if you want to go deeper, you want to go see how far that rabbit hole go far. GMS is the way, man.
You want to eat that whole road spoken of in the 3rd chapter.
Full understanding. You want to get a full understanding of everything and how everything gonna go down. What the Lord's gonna do, you gotta deal with the brothers of GMS. That's not the boat. That's just it's true. When you put all these different groups on the table, only one stands strong, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Hear that? For it's evident, without a shadow of a doubt, that our Lord, which is named Yahushua, sprung out of the tribe of Judah, which will make him a so-called Negro today. So the Lord been walking around, he'll be discriminated against. He'll be the first fired, last hired, man. Right?
So I gotta stop calling him Jesus then.
Yeah, his name is Yahushua.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Personally speaking. Sometimes I done had some terrible nightmares, man.
Yeah. We all had them.
And look, when I call on them, Jesus, walking out of it. But sometimes, but lately, it's taking a time. Because I ain't been, I don't been saying my prayers like it's But
I'm gonna say this too, brother. When you pray, but you don't pray like this too, yeah. I wait for a while to tell everybody, but you don't pray like this. This right here is going back to the Roman Catholic Church. It's really a vagina. Oh. See how it's a vagina. It goes back to a vagina. A lot of times these other guys, they put their hands in all these different. Because it goes back to the vesica Pisces. Because the Israelites of the Bible, or how we pray, we supposed to turn to the east and pray. Now, if you're in a situation, let's say you at court, you about to be in front of the judge, you can pray to the Lord in your mind. Or like the Lord says too in the book of Matthew, you find a closet or somewhere that's nice and quiet, you pray to the Lord. You pray in secret.
But so his name ain't Yahweh and all that. Yahweh.
No, that's all. Those people. The people that go into Yahweh, Yeshua. Really, that's a mixture of. It's a mixture of German, Yugoslavian. It's a mixture of different languages put all together in one. Now, the Hebrew is the pure language.
Oh, I got this a rocket.
Right, which we go by. His name, the world calls God. His name is Yahweh. When they call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahushua. Which means Yahushua. Yahushua.
Go ahead, Doc. This is the book of Sirach. All right. It says.
Prelude?
Yeah.
It's the prelude of the book of Sirach. What?
Beautiful. It says, wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words.
Which the English makes a lot of words come up short. Go ahead.
Which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
And when you say Jesus, you don't have the same force as saying Yahweh and Yahushua. Because this language that we speak is a very weak language. As far as having the power and understanding of the words, because not only to get those understanding of these words, you have to go into the Greek, the Hebrew, and sometimes you have to go into the Latin. And when we go into the stronger chords to get a full understanding of the words, we have to go back to the origin of these words to get their meaning, because the so-called white man also, what he have done over time, he has put something out called newspeak, right? Which destroys the validity or the power of words too, man. The definition of the word, man. But his name is Yahushua, right? Which he's the savior of the nation of Israel, the nation of Israel only, man. right? And that's just the cold hard truth about the Bible. Because a lot of these pastors, they water things down. The Lord is not to be played with. His Son is not to be. They don't give a damn about these other nations, man.
Yeah.
They only love us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why our ancestors was in that chokehold on them plantations.
Yeah.
What they were singing? Swing low, sweet chariot.
Yeah.
Coming forth to carry me home over the rivers of Jordan.
Yeah.
Where Jordan at? Israel.
Yeah.
That's where we from.
Yeah.
We're not from Africa, brother.
No.
We're from Israel.
I told our people from Rouge. The other group told our people from Rouge, and they God put a curse on them. They told me that he was going to send from afar to go take and scatter.
Right.
And some of our people landed in Africa, and that's how we get here from slavery.
Right.
Ship.
Jerusalem to Africa, and Africa over here on slave ships. That's all in the Bible.
Yeah. You can prove that in the Bible.
Yeah, so that's what I tell them. You know, I said, look, King of Brother, we started out in Jerusalem, man, not Africa.
So, real quick, this is an end-time prophecy. This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, to serve him with one consent. Yeah, so the Lord's returning us the Hebrew tongue.
Yeah,
the pure language. Because as we read, that's the language that has the power.
Right? And force. Right. Yep. So, like what he's saying is, like what the brother was saying, that Jesus Christ that has no power in it, has no force in it. Okay? You say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, it's force. You can feel it. You can say it.
Yeah, all right.
Like what they call count. You heard a compound word?
Yeah.
They just, say that they have that force behind it.
Yeah.
What he's telling you is, he's restoring that pure language. The brother was saying, the Lashawan Kadash, the original Paleo Hebrew. Okay, we'll coming back to that knowledge. Okay, I can prove that also. Okay, now. Yeah. All right.
He's still using us as slaves. We got all the freed us on food. Still using us. They got us still doing, the field work and all that, taking care of the kids, cleaning house, slave wages, all that shit.
Yeah. That document that Abraham Lincoln signed, Emancipation Proclamation, was nothing more than basically a transfer of ownership. That's what it means. Emancipation Proclamation means to transfer ownership. So we went from actually being down south, working on plantations, being beat, hung, killed, to actually being corporate slaves. Well, that's what the North was fighting for. The railroads, the unions, they were fighting to make everybody corporate slaves. The Rothschild, what the Rothschild family did, they actually they actually they rigged the Civil War. They made it to where the South got funded not enough as the North, and they were given faulty guns. You know, they were given less bullets and shit. They made it purposely lose so that the North would win. They could make everybody slaves, even their own people. That's why everybody has something called a Social Security number. And with that Social Security number, brother, your Social Security number actually is a stock on the stock exchange. You actually be traded, you've been traded on the stock exchange as we speak. Right?
Yeah.
Which makes everybody slaves. Birth certificate, your birth certificate.
Yeah, birth certificate. Well, leave it down.
Because let's make it clear. When they call you an employee, they call you. It's a new word of saying slave. Right. Employee means slave.
Yeah, you got a number when you got each employee has a number.
Yeah.
So it's nothing but like it's a lower level of ownership. It's branding you. We can prove that. I think it's in Galatians.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The word marks in Galatians. Yeah. But ultimately, we get into. We can stick right here. Something going to come up on the scene very shortly called the MOTB. M-A-R-K of the beast. Yeah.
I want to tell you something, that motherfucker Ronald Reagan, all three of them named 6 alphabets. That motherfucker, that might be the beast.
The beast.
Oh, from ancient times?
The beast actual, it's gonna be this actual chip.
Oh, that's the beast.
That's the mark of the beast. This little chip right here. That's gonna put in your right hand. Your forehead.
Swap yourself and die.
Right.
Yeah.
You seen what they did?
Sow your soul.
Right. You seen. I can't say it because of this camera, but you seen with this new scandemic how they made everybody put the mask on behind this COVID. Yeah. Basically, that's gonna usher in this because what happened? They made it a thing of dealing with the hospitals, you know. Which I'm speaking in code because of the camera. Right. They don't try to strike it. So, with that happening, they put everybody in a pickle to where you see how they try to make you say, hey, you can't come into the stores, you can't come into different businesses unless you had the
test and all that.
Yeah. So the same thing's gonna happen with this mark of the beast. They're gonna make it to where everybody can't buy nor sell unless you have the mark of the beast. So you're gonna be outcast in society. You're gonna be looked down upon. Right. But the Lord said, if you take that chip, you're gonna get destroyed. Go on inside, man. Ruthless. Right? Listen, we in them times. We ain't far off no more. We're weeks, months, days away, man.
Yeah. That's close. I know it's close because they're working on the computer, you know?
Right.
Let's take it over.
Right. Like what we said earlier about how the elites, you know, top in the society, eat them. They work with the spiritual demon. Yeah, they working with the spiritual demon Satan. And Satan is letting them know. Yeah. Look, come on with it.
Speed it up.
It all started with the prophets coming back to that nationality what we've been going into. We can prove that in the Bible, Revelation 11th chapter. So once the elites saw the men of the Lord, the Israelites, waking back up to their nationality, they said, oh shit, them niggas been figured it out. Yeah. They knew they only had a short time. Yeah. That's why you saying these things happen fast.
Yeah, because give me Jeremiah 28:8. You know, because the men of the Lord, what the Lord have done, the Lord deals with also reincarnation. You know about that?
Reincarnation?
Yeah. Everybody on the planet Earth has been reincarnated. They've been here plenty of times. So when you die, you don't go to hell.
You think, women, you tell me I've been here before?
Plenty of times, brother. We all have.
How do you know?
Show you in the scripture, right? I'm gonna show you in the scripture. We nothing more. Give me the scripture in 2 Peter about being in the chains of darkness. Literally, we are nothing more than angels that got punished by putting. The Lord punished us by putting this in this flesh. This body that breaks down and lust over different things. Yeah. Because why? We're being spirits of angels. You can't destroy energy. You can't destroy energy at all, man. So what happens in the scriptures too? Give me Ecclesiastes 12. When you die, you go to the spirit world. You know, nobody goes to hell. There's no such thing as hell in the Bible. That's nothing more than Greek mythology that was used as a tactic to scare the people in the church to give them money.
Second Peter 2:4. Second Peter 2:4 says, "For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them." Second Peter 2:4, "For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness."
That's us. He put us in these chains of darkness, these bodies, man. Go ahead.
To be reserved unto judgment.
To be reserved unto that day of judgment, basically, man. Right? Because even in Ecclesiastes, when you die, your spirit goes up to the spirit world where the Most High is at. Your body stays down here as a shell to decompose, to rot out. Then at the 3 or 4 generations, the Lord do, He puts you back into a new body. All right, you come down, you play out your judgment. The things you do in this world, whether good or bad, you come back again to play out your judgment. Which the Lord might make you come down blind, make you come down crippled. Your judgment might happen in the middle of your life, you know. Something you have to. You don't get it though. You don't get it.
I got you one that's yours.
All right, good.
All right, what's up?
It's Jude chapter 1, 5 through 6. It says, "I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this."
Then jump to 6 and 10.
How that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not. And the angels which kept not their first estate,
Which was us. We kept out our first estate. We went off. Go ahead.
but left their own habitation, He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day.
Right. Which that's the people, man. Which the Lord preserved us in these bodies to be reserved for that great day, man.
All right.
But you can't, like I said earlier, you can't destroy energy. You can't destroy fire.
Right.
That's why people have this experience sometimes walking on the street, have something called spontaneous combustion. Where their spirit goes from being contained in their body to actually going beyond the flesh and bursting into flames, you know?
Wait, let me tell you about an experience I had. And I wanted your opinion, but I can't really make it out. Okay, I was in a trailer park, you know, for Katrina.
Yeah.
And I had a little job cleaning the bathhouse and stuff. So one night, I'm coming back to my trailer, you know.
Right.
And then I hear some footsteps running, you know. I'm walking down a gravel road. And I got kind of spooked, you know. I said, damn, I want to see somebody run up there and try and rob me or something, you know.
Yeah.
And I stopped. And when the image got to the, I could see it, now the guy who got this big old trailer park,
Yeah.
he told me one day, you know what I'm saying, he said there was an Indian plantation. They don't put Indians on plantation, put them on reservation. But no, that's what it was. It was a plantation. And look, so I'm looking at, look, listen. Yeah. Listen, I'm looking at him and he's looking at me. And then all of a sudden, I looked around and I saw a lady tending plants.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
I'll show you right here. That's the scripture talk.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verses 2. It says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for there by some have entertained angels unawares.
A lot of times, those could be angels. Sometimes they could be demons. Sometimes.
I wasn't no demon.
I know it wasn't no demon, but I'm just telling you, brother. Like a lot of times people say, "Oh, I've seen a ghost," or "I've heard spirits." A lot of times they could be demons because the demons and the angels have access to this world, this spirit realm, where they can come in and out. They can manipulate people. They can show themselves sometimes. But in that sense, what you're saying, that could be angel. That could be an angel, brother.
No. Joy my witness. I experienced that.
Yeah, that could be an angel, brother.
And I'm going to tell you what else I experienced. I experienced one night, second age of 7. Wait, let me tell you about this. One night,
Yeah.
11:30 one night. I wanted to go to the city. My lighter was broke. You know, I just crack. Some white boy in the street looking in a lot. So look, when I got there, God on the truth. When I got there, I heard some noise going like, like bushes moving, like a monster moving. The monster going through bushes. How they make that noise? And so, what I saw was something. I saw he was laying on the ground. Look, I saw a float. His hand was going like the moon, and his face. So I said, because it's winter time, you got long sleeves on. So I said, man, I need a light. I light you that. They give me a lighter. I told him, I said, man, I can't see your face. And I saw a face, and when I flame went out, the glow came back. I really got scared. I said, what you think about that?
You never know, man. You never been an angel.
Okay, that's an alien.
Nah, there's no such thing as alien.
Well, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Look. Oh, wait.
Huh?
I kind of like wonder why that was revealed to me. See that?
Yeah, brothers and sisters a lot of stuff about that too. Go ahead. I'm gonna show you about reincarnation though.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 56. And it reads, for while we live and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Read it one more time, bro. Read it slow, bro.
The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 56. For while we live
the life that we living now, go ahead.
and committed iniquity,
We commit constant sin. Right. Continuation of sin, go ahead.
we consider not
go ahead.
that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
No, we gonna suffer for it after death.
Oh, after death.
How can you suffer for something after you're dead? Meaning you're gonna come back. Read it from again.
That's what I'm saying. He's forgiving us sin, huh? That's sin.
Huh?
I read it again.
Read it again from.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 56. For while we live and committed iniquity, got that part?
Right. Sinning, after sinning compound.
We consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
After death. How can you suffer for something after you die?
what we gonna suffer for it then? Are we living?
Come back.
Come
Again,
back.
beginning at 14. Beginning at 714. Third round, 35, I think. I think it's 35. 35 or 34.
All right, 35.
Wait.
Say that chapter 14 and verse 35. For after death
After that, after you die, go ahead.
shall the judgment come,
This is when you receive your judgment after you die. Go ahead.
when we shall live again,
When we shall live again. Go ahead.
and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest.
Right, so after you die, you go to the spirit realm. 3 or 4 generations. Which 3 or 4 generations is going like between 72 years and 100 years. Right? Then you're placed. Give me the scripture. So, and that's what. Yeah, that's where everybody go at. They go to the spirit realm. You don't go to hell. You don't go to hell and burn forever. Right? You go. Everybody, good or bad. You know, they go to the spirit realm. And give me the one in Job, brother. Well, the Lord said, "Is everybody up there? Nobody suffering." Check this out real fast.
This second Ezra chapter 4, start at 33. It says, Then I answered and said, How and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? It says, He answered me, saying, Do not thou hasten above the Most High, for thou hastest in vain to be above him. Thou hast much exceeded. Here we go. Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chamber, saying, How long shall I hope on this fashion when coming the fruit of the floor of our reward?
Okay, now let me say this up. Okay, so now you say
I got it. It's 41.
but I'm gonna say this up.
I got you.
You got it right here.
So,
You have the one again. Go ahead, get that.
It says, Then said I, 2 Ezra 4 and 41, No, Lord, that can she not. And he said unto me, In the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb of a woman.
So it's saying in the grave, when a person dies, the chamber of souls, all right, meaning the spirit world is like a woman. It's going to tell you about it. Go ahead. It's like a woman.
It says, For like as a woman that travaileth, making haste to escape the necessity of the travail.
Meaning when a woman has a baby, she's in a hurry to push that baby out.
right.
Same thing with the spirit world. The spirit world is not trying to hold back spirits. Right? What you're going to find out is the spirit world and the earth is like a revolving door. There's people dying, going to the spirit world, and there's those same spirits coming back to the earth. So that's what I was going to say, those same men that was in the Bible, Job, Joshua, all right, Peter, Paul, those men are back. Those men are back on the earth. Doing that same job because this is the end. The Lord see the men back on the earth. Every time really the prophets, because it said the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So the same things those prophets were doing in the ancient times will come back in this time doing the same thing. Yeah. One thing changed is we got cars, clothes, tennis shoes, and phones. But we really in the ancient times. This is actually the ancient Roman Empire all over again. And the men of the Lord have come back, all right, in their rightful place to condemn this place and to talk down on it, right? So that we can actually see the Lord when we come back. So that's something.
Okay, but
Let him finish it up.
It says, Even so, through these places haste to deliver those things that are committed unto them.
Right.
From the beginning, look what thou desires to see, it shall be showed thee. That's
right. Because like the chamber of souls is the spirit world, like I told you. In the chamber of souls, everybody's at peace. There's nobody. In the spirit world, there's no procreation, nobody's having sex, everybody's at peace, at rest. You know, even the so-called white man, as wicked as he is, ain't nobody beating him over the head, ain't nobody doing nothing. He just had peace until it's time for him to come back down as a newborn baby to actually go through his judgment. We all have to go through our judgment, right? Just because, like the truth to tell you, there's no one that's innocent. So when you have a newborn baby, falls out of that top window, whatever that baby judgment to fall out of that top window. Because it's not about the baby, it's about the spirit of that baby. That baby was somebody in the past life that needed to be judged by the Most High. But everybody been here. I'm going to tell you, brother, this is 2022. How old you is? 67. Go back into slavery. You was in slavery, right? You still in slavery, but you was in ancient slavery. You was in hardcore slavery. You was in the Roman Empire, and you was in the ancient Roman Empire. The possibility you was in Egypt, Babylon. You was back. You come back. You keep coming back, man. Guess what? The word reincarnation means meaning back, and the incarnation meaning flesh.
That's in the Bible, reincarnation, right?
I'm gonna show you some more. You got something?
Wait, but let me say this though. Okay, because I ain't dispute, I'm trying to learn. But listen, you said all the souls come to heaven. But what about when Lazarus and the rich man? Is that really recorded in the Bible? That's just a story that the rich man like God or somebody that said
Lazarus dip his finger in water. Lazarus, I'm gonna tell you something, brother.
Wait. And said that I heard America's trying to say, there's a gulf between that,
The same gulf fix. It's the same gulf fix. Esau and Jacob. That story of Lazarus the rich man is nothing more than a prelude to Esau and Jacob. The rich, it's a prophecy. The rich man is the so-called white man. We being Lazarus. We've been in that hard state.
But here's my point. I can't see him on the white man going up there, and I'm going up there, my soul going up there at the same time.
We're not talking about that.
Let me read this real quick.
You say after when we die.
But guess what though?
Not the soul.
But guess what though? When we get up there, there's a difference. There's a right hand of the Lord. And when I say you my right hand man, what that mean? Right. So there's a right hand of the Lord, and there's a left hand. Because when they tell you that the one in the world called Jesus Christ, he sits at the what? Right hand of the Lord. So the righteous people of the Lord, when we go to the spirit world, we go to the right hand of the Lord. The wicked, the other nations, they go to the left hand. Let him get this real quick.
So what you saying?
Don't worry about it. Fuck it. He was your bro was just too loud. You might not even catch it because it has that. The mic has that zoom in front.
It's the book of Job. It's the book of Job, chapter 3, verse 17. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there.
About 3 lines.
It's Job 3, and I'll start at 13. For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest.
Right.
With kings and counselors of the earth.
See, he said kings and counselors of the earth based up in the spirit realm. Go ahead.
With princes that had gold, who filled houses with silver.
Princes that had gold, what else?
For as an untimely birth had I not been,
Right.
as infants which never saw light.
All that stuff. He's reading over because we got distracted by that. What he's reading is about Job describing the spirit realm. All right? Give me, hold on deck. I think it's 2 Corinthians. I'll get it for you. 2 Corinthians. Nice. It's probably. I'll get it for you.
Wait, excuse me. Hey, can I get a water, please? I got one.
I don't think I got that much. Yeah. Keep going now.
Verse 17. There the wicked cease from troubling.
There the wicked, so-called white man, and these other nations, Chinese and Japanese, they cease from troubling. Go ahead.
And there the weary be at rest.
There the weary, which will be considered the weary, will be at rest. Everybody's at rest in the spirit realm. Go ahead.
There the prisoners rest together.
Go
They
ahead.
hear not the voice of the oppressor.
we hear not the voice of the oppressor, which the main oppressor is who? Esau, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
The small and great are there.
The small of this society and the great of the society. The celebrities, the ball players, everybody's up there. Go ahead.
And the servant is free from his master.
Yeah, and the servant is free from his master. Right, and that's what Job was describing in the spirit world. Now, Paul's going to describe the spirit world too. Go ahead.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Get 1, 2, and 3, brother.
It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory.
This is Paul talking, man.
Come on. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew a man in Hamashiach above 14 years ago, whether in the body, I cannot tell, or whether out of the body, I cannot tell.
And that was Paul speaking of himself. I believe it was 45 AD when he was stoned, man. He was stoned to death. And Paul was telling you, I had an out-of-body experience.
Yeah,
When I got stoned, he seen, and a lot of people that died, they see themselves on the ground dead.
Yeah.
The spirit.
Yeah.
So Paul had an out-of-body experience. That's what he's explaining. Whether in the body, I cannot tell. Whether out of the body, I cannot tell. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall know it. Such an one caught up to the third heaven.
So one is caught up into the third heaven, right? Because you got this is represented as the first. This is the heaven. The outer layer of the world is a heaven. Then you have the third heaven is the spirit realm, right? Then you got the fourth dimension, where the angels and demons and Yahweh and all those they dwell in, man.
Because in the third,
He's
everywhere.
He's everywhere, yeah. But he's really in the third and fourth dimension, man. Right? Well,
And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. The Most High know it.
well,
How that he was caught up into paradise.
he was caught up, meaning when he died, like Ecclesiastes 12 said, his spirit went up to the get it real fast.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
One more time.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it
Meaning
was.
your body is like Abraham, or just like Adam was created of the earth. We of the earth, man.
Yeah.
Right, so that same earth, that earth picture has to go back to the earth when you die, man. But the spirit, this ain't no more than the shell that we live in.
Right.
The body.
Right.
The spirit goes up. Now we had showed brothers videos where a guy had died in a helicopter, and like we saw his spirit basically exiting, man. All right, go ahead.
Wait. Now what? Real life?
Real life, brother. Real life. You watch the camera. Right before the plane died, right before the plane lifted off to get this guy out, he had an accident or something. The helicopter picked him up. And you watch the camera real good. The guy died on the ground in the helicopter before the helicopter even lifted off. And you watch the camera real good, you can see you see some spirit just leave. You know? We believe in spiritual things, you know? But go ahead,
Your spirit is fire. What happens to your body when you die? When you get cold.
It's cold. You see a dead body in the casket, they put you in that cold that thing, the body is cold. The energy is left out of that body, no more
heat in you.
no heat in it.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. And the
Hey,
spirit
we
told you.
Open up, go ahead, bro.
Come on, man. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
We told you open up, man.
Get where he at. Get where he at. Chill out. Chill out. Come on, man. Let's go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12, verse 7.
Damn.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
And so the spirit always gonna return to the Most High where he gave it, man. Every time. Right? And you're gonna be up there until whenever the Lord, 3 or 4 generations, the Lord wanna put you back into a newborn baby, as a newborn baby. Right? To play out your judgment again. Right? I'm gonna get into this
2 Corinthians chapter 12 in verse 4 it says, how that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter.
Paul went to the spirit world. That paradise was the spirit world he went to. He said it was not uttered. He couldn't utter what he saw there because it was just. If I was to give my account on how I thought it looked, it wouldn't come close. That's what he was saying. If you had peace, you had rest.
No. You're writing the name down?
When you write on a pen, write down the Lord's name. Write down.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm getting weak. I've been up 30 hours, man. This is the crack.
You leave that crack alone, brother. Leave that shit alone, bro. That shit killing you, man.
It's killing me, man. I feel it all in my inside.
Give me that one about Peter destroy his temple. Yeah. The Most High, the Most High supposed to dwell in you, man. You don't supposed to. You can't have the Most High dwell in you, and then you dealing with crack too, brother. Yeah. It's not to come down on you, but it's the truth. Yeah, so leave that shit alone, bro.
I am, bro. Too old and everything.
Too old for that shit, man. That shit was used to destroy us, man.
Great cast. This 1 Corinthians, what that stuff does is it drains you. You know, you don't have no energy. Right. You need water, you need electrolytes to put back into to fuel you to get back.
You putting demons on yourself, man.
That's it.
Because what you do with them drugs do is open your third eye, man. You know? You open all type of spirits, demons get on you. Another portal, your portal be open, man.
Yep. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. Verse 16. 1 Corinthians 3. In verse 16, it says, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you.
So why would you put crack in your body? Why would you put fentanyl in your body? And the Lord dwelling in us, man. You gotta come out there. You gotta come out of that shit, brother. You're stronger than that. You know, real. Because what's finna happen on the planet? The Lord's finna come back. You don't want him. You want to be found made right with the Lord. You don't want to be found doing that shit, bro. That shit is nothing more than a poison that the so-called white man put out here to destroy you, destroy your home, right? That's all they're gonna do. Now you put this new shit out here called fentanyl, man. You put your mouth to the wrong shit. You'll be out.
I went out on that. I was dead.
You was dead?
Yeah. But God bought me back.
Yeah.
But listen at yourself, right down from the button.
Right down from
Because I'm about to go.
That's the name. That's the name of the Father. That's the name of the Son.
Pronounce it again.
Yahweh. Yahweh Shah. This is word of
Yahweh.
Yahweh Shah.
Yeah. Hey, and just before you go, you said you was dead. You was dead because you didn't know this what we're teaching out here today. So you're being brought back. Now you living again. You gotta get off that shit too, though. Yeah, you can't be doing verse 17. Before you go, verse 17.
You're doing it for the camera. You still give it to your too, brother.
You never got my feet hurt, man.
Yeah, verse 17.
Hey, brother, we out here. We do the same thing every week.
I'm listening.
Our feet, back, all this shit. Ass hurt. Hips and shit. No, he's brace. Oh, right now.
He got my feet hurt.
Yeah,
I'm getting worse.
we don't play, bro.
Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy.
The Most High gonna kill you, brother. If you don't leave that shit alone, in the long run, the Lord gonna kill you. Because before he go, give me Isaiah 66, man.
Hey, you gonna get me up to a rubber band of mine?
Yeah, he gonna smoke you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, 56,
let me kill myself.
Yeah.
They gonna let me kill myself.
Yeah, you gotta leave that shit alone, man.
Yeah. You give me up. How long you give me up rubber band?
But see, he that sin is an enemy to his own life.
Yeah. Willingness. Willingness.
I get it.
Yeah, he got willingness.
66:15.
The Lord coming back to kill, man.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, get it, read it.
Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with
Lord, by his what?
By fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He's pleading now to the Israelites.
Yeah.
He's pleading with you right now, man.
Yeah.
Because give me, I gotta get in the spirit though, you know. Job 33. Go ahead.
Right? And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
See, the slain, man, the Lord gonna kill a lot of people when he comes back. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Go ahead.
They that sanctify themselves,
See them? Go ahead.
purify themselves in the garden, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together.
So the people that's eating pork, the people that's doing all wickedness, the Lord gonna come back and kill them, man. That's a true scripture. That's saying it's a future prophecy. So you gotta leave that shit alone, man. The Lord, for Yahweh smoke you, man. Literally, blow out your candle, man. You don't want that to happen. It ain't just for lip service. This is real, brother. When we said this ain't like the church. This ain't like that bullshit the church is speaking. You're really dealing with the men of the Lord, the ancient men from past time. We coming back to set the record straight, right? Though we got baby faces and brothers look young. We those men from old, man, that came back.
And the Lord himself, he looked just like one of us, as a young man.
Yeah.
Bible says that also.
He's 33 years old. From the Bible.
Right, that's why, like even according to the Bible, like if you was to come and understand his word, you would be a newborn. Even though you 63, 60, how old you say? 67 years old. You come into this truth, you come in as a newborn. As a newborn baby, man.
Where y'all temple at?
We out here every Saturday. Every Saturday, rain. We don't be out here. We go into another state, visiting other brothers. We have another spot that we go to when it's raining because we don't, really know where to go at down here when it's really raining like talking about it. But that's what we do,
But you didn't tell me where your temple at.
Right here.
Look at that temple right here.
It's Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet.
Yeah, because if we was in a temple or a church, you wouldn't have found us. You just walk by that building not knowing what we talking about, what we doing. The Lord told his prophets and his men to come out on the highways and byways in front of everybody, man.
Right.
Right, but it also is this too. The Lord said, when two or more gathered in my name, there I'm in the midst. So the Lord's in the middle of all this. The angels are around this too, man. You know?
Yeah.
This is a very spiritual situation that we're talking about. This ain't just no fly-by-night church that it's not a religion. This is a heritage that was taken away from us that we have found again. We were told to come out here and preach it. All right? Compel others to come to the way. Yeah, preach the truth. Now sometimes we might sound harsh, use so-called what the world calls curse words, profanity. But what Paul said, man. Paul Peter, do I be rude of speech, but yet not acknowledged, man. So yet the words I'm saying are harsh, but the context of what I'm saying, the words that I'm saying, and the information I'm saying is true. That's what counts, man.
All right, my brother.
All right then, my man. What your name?
My name Harold.
All right, Mr. Harold.
Leave that shit alone, Harold.
Yeah, bro.
Straight up. Like the brother said, the Lord's in the midst of it right now. You saying you're gonna do it.
Yeah, what you doing now? What you did?
He gonna take me.
Yeah. Yeah, what you doing? What you did? You pretty much marked yourself. You didn't heard the word of the Lord. The brother gave you the paper, tell you that the ancient name of the Lord, man. You gotta take that and run. That's $1 million ticket you got in your pocket, man. $1 trillion ticket you got in your pocket.
Some money can't buy that.
You know what I said? We out here every Saturday at 5 o'clock, around 5. If you want to learn more or know more, you come out here.
Y'all be here till 5 o'clock.
We start at around 5 right here.
Oh, y'all started. Y'all must start earlier today, huh?
We started a little early today.
I live way in my railroad with me.
All right.
One of my buses stopped running.
No excuse. You got brothers that ride a bike down here. Brothers got different ways to get down, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
For the show, like what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're a accommodate money to supply that habit. Same way you can apply and get your little hustle, watch some cars, whatever like that, get you a taxi and come right here. And the Lord will take care of you.
Yeah. You're going to provide the other way, man.
All right, God bless y'all, man.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. All right.
Wait.
It's
One more thing.
Acts 4.
Don't y'all have them little pamphlets?
They give it
Oh, down there? Come down there? Let's go.
Both directions. All right, it's Acts 4 and 11. It says, "This is the stone which was set at naught of the building."
Talk about the pamphlet.
We don't have no pamphlets. We got these. It's the channel. We don't need the pamphlet right there. We don't pass
on YouTube. They're going on the internet.
Like,
Watch us on the internet. That's what we at. So go ahead.
Acts 4 and 11, right? It says, "This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner." That's the point right here. It said, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved."
Yeah, so Yahweh, Buddha, Yeshua, all right, all these different names can't save you. The only one that can save you. Oh, and like I said, I pray the Most High get the guy off the shit, man. You know, have some mercy on him, get him off that bullshit. You over that shit, man. He was probably doing that shit when he was 17, 13.
yeah, you know? 30 years.
Wait.
Hey, and he was like certain stuff that was information that was being brought out. Shit, he was pretty much on it, you know. Just had a zeal, but just had to, not according to the knowledge. All right, it's the book of Baruch, chapter 2, and verse 30. It's like verse 29. It says, "If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned."
It's almost like a Ouija board shit.
Small number among the nations where I would scatter them, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Going to when we was dealing with the dialogue with the brother, man. Remember who we are over here in Babylon the Great, in certain other parts of the world. And it says, last verse, "And shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name."
Which we're doing now. We're thinking upon our name. We're thinking upon our kingdom, our power, and the things that was going to be restored to us, man. We're not giving a damn about no damn America. The so-called great US of A. This place about to go out in the blaze, man. You nations over here, right? You need to get the hell on out of here, man. You better start making your move. The great voyage early, man, because when they cut them down, shut them borders off, cut off the lights, man. That's gonna be it. All right? Bring up what you had. You got something? Okay.
Got one for you.
There, bro.
All right, it's Jeremiah 51 and verse 5. Right? It's Jeremiah 51 and 5. It says, "For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance."
Yeah, we're in the time of the Lord's vengeance. The Lord can make some shit happen right now as we speak if he wanted to. You know? He can make one of these bankers put a pocket nuke on birds or any fucking thing, man. You know? What they gonna do?
Yeah, they gonna do it.
What they gonna do it, man?
They gonna do it.
When I came into the truth, that was already told back then. In some of the 5 major cities, they got some shit waiting for you people, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because Esau is a smart devil, man. He know that he can't just run up in them cities gunning shit down, taking over. But he can weaken, cripple the city, killing a lot of you.
Kill a lot of people. Yeah. Break it down.
Then the rest of you will be begging. You'll be begging for martial law, man. You'll be begging for help. That too. We need to do the Karagami because we need to sort out who is who. Yeah. We don't know. This is
They scripted up in that movie with Denzel Washington. What that movie was, man? When he was the president of the United States. Yeah. What it is?
The Besiege.
It's the siege. That's the siege. That's
the
siege.
Yeah, the siege.
And when they had a major terrorist attack on the street, like the brothers going into, he announced his whole staff, I want records and accounts of everyone that has said anything regarding America being attacked, anything like this, any kind of conspiracy thing. So they already got it lined up. This all got a set date for this shit to go down.
Right. And that's why. Why hasn't it? Why right now they never used the what it's called, the Rex 84. The Rex 84 has been sitting on the shelf since 1984, man. Waiting to be used. They're gonna use it. The Roundup, the Great Roundup, and all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. They're gonna hunt you down like animals for sport. To put you in these cages or these FEMA camps, man. Literally. They're gonna torture and abuse a lot of your bodies, man. In the fucking
strange torture.
Yeah, strange torture. I got the, you know. I'm probably start bringing them books out. I got an article from back when the puzzle first came on there, man. You know, put you niggas in the gulag. They got a lot of skull crushes, thumb screws, drills, guillotines, electric shock, all type of shit they're gonna do you, man. Waterboard you. You know? But you got this nigga, Young Thug, he crying in jail, man. You ain't seen shit yet. You niggas ain't seen shit. They gonna make a dead jail day in Angola gonna look like a dead Chuck E. Cheese, man. Yeah. This nigga rough, tough nigga, man. Yeah, man. Niggas is full of shit, man. You niggas ain't seen shit, man. What this man finna do? But so you ever seen them big jokers? Niggas be putting holes in the wall to put the flat screen on, but they gonna put them all in your back and shit, man. You know? They gonna hit you with nail guns. Yeah. He saw. Yeah, get what do you call that shit? No, what they call it, man? They call it toenail clippers. Get toenail clippers to clip all your eyelids off, man. Waterboard. I told you brother about some other shit. Esau put you upside down or put you on a meat cleaver, spin you around, wet you, and hit you with that lamp. Hit you with like bust the lamp. You got the little prongs and the lamp right up with. Hit you all day with that shit. Zap.
Shock.
Yeah, shock.
Like the on that movie, Lethal Weapon with they call y'all upside down, y'all.
Esau was doing them egg games, that shit over there in Gitmo. Remember they made a nigga made a human ball, all of them was ass naked. They gonna do a lot of you niggas that, man. This man, that's why even Saul said it, man. King Saul called his own soldier, hey, come over here and kill me, man. I can't kill you, Saul. That man just fell on the sword. Why? Because he knew what them motherfuckers would do to his body, man. Esau gonna do that. Esau gonna turn a lot of you niggas inside out, man.
There's not gonna be any human rights during Jacob's trouble.
Hell no. It's called martial law for a reason. Martial, warlike, man. Nobody don't give a fuck about the Geneva laws, man. When this shit go down, oh, it's the Geneva law. You can't do that. Fuck that, man. What they doing over there in Ukraine? They just forgot the Geneva law.
War crimes.
Yeah. That one guy for Russia, they just put him in jail, persecuted him. That nigga was going for, you on Call of Duty, you going for a 40 piece, y'all died. He was killing shit, man. Oh, man.
The Lord said in the prayer Azariah that they lawless for the most hateful, forsaken, and lawless. They lawless.
The haters of the Most High.
They lawless. These are people that they got an injustice system. They don't care about no laws. That's why they make amendments, man. They don't. They write something else, man. All right, because what they put in stone, it ain't set in stone with them. At any time they could change. Like you people don't got no more rights. They got the NDAA Act, different things. Y'all don't got no more rights, man. Y'all don't got no more amendments, man.
You can look up. There's certain things in the books where they come the people of the United States of America as terrorists. You got the Patriot 1, Patriot 2, Patriot 3. National Defense Authorization Act. If you stored up too much water, you're a terrorist. You got anything more than 3 boxes of bullets, you're a terrorist. Yeah, you got to guard. That's everybody. They already classified America as a battlefield, and you the enemy. Man. That's why in the courts, United States courts, now, back in the day, you just see American flag flying. Now what you see is what? The American flag with the fringes on it. Which those fringes represent. Find the information on your phone, all right? Just put in American flag with fringes. What does it mean? Them are war flags, man. And then you people are enemies, man. That's why they don't give a damn about giving you the C-19. Don't give a damn about giving you the Mac pack. You know? Don't give a damn about feeding you niggas weed Roundup.
Yeah.
You know you eat oatmeal? You put Roundup in the fucking oatmeal, man.
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
It was some last year came out. They said they was putting that juice inside of lettuce.
Yeah.
So people eat that, eat that lettuce.
Yeah.
You got to be good.
You know the Lord protects me. I got some precepts. All right, it's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 12.
That's why I'm
Hold on.
I promise you I'm ready.
Let
Bro, that's the spirit. I was right there.
What is the significance of the gold fringe which we see on some United States flags? It says records indicate that fringe was first used on the flag as early as 1835. It was not until 1895 that it was officially added to the national flag for all regiments of the Army.
All regiments of the Army, go ahead.
It says it is considered the fringe is used as a military tradition.
Yeah.
This is another one that goes. I think Raya got it though. This is one. It goes straight to the point, and what it's used for, and what their plans of having that fringe, man.
It says the difference is that a French flag is legal notice of the type of law that holds jurisdiction. The constitutional United States flag signifies common law jurisdiction. The fringe denotes admiralty law's jurisdiction.
Maritime admiralty law, man. The whole law of the land. Which my man Jordan Maxwell go into that. Right? You have people thinking for you. All right? You have people doing everything they need to do for you, man. That's why you went into the birth certificate. You know, you people don't know the law. You don't know about the Latin, man. That's why Esau puts everything in Latin to deceive you people, man. You don't know what the hell they're talking about. Maritime admiralty law. You don't own shit. You'll never own nothing, man. And you will be happy. That's true.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 2. Wisdom of Solomon 2. It's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 12. Therefore, let us, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Yeah, let's lie in wait for the righteous, man. He is not for our turn. Esau is in his turn right now. He's in his rulership. We're not for it. The righteous is not for his rulership, man. We pray to the Most High for the end of his rulership. And he bring him down, man.
Like King David said, how long, Lord?
Yeah, which all the prophets. Even Ezra ask all the time, how long, Lord? What it say?
How long shall this
How
endure?
long shall this shit endure, man?
Hey, Isaiah said, how long? He asked the Lord, how long? Lord, how long? Lord said, till you destroy all the earth. Since not being inhabited, huh? Yep.
Right? It says, and he is clean contrary to our doing.
That's right.
He upbraided us with our offending the law.
And we're upbraiding it right now. Which the word upbraiding goes into cussing out. We've been cussing this goddamn devil out, man. In his offending of the law. Because this devil puts on his money, does he not put in God we trust? Who you trust, man? You trust that God you talking about is Satan. You might as well come out and just say, in Satan we trust, man. Right? This white man loves Satan, man. These Edomites, these so-called white people, they love Satan. Go ahead.
And objected to our infamy, the transgressing of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he calls himself the child of the Lord.
Yeah, we confess that we know that Yahweh, and we do what?
Calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's who he is. The so-called black, Latino, Native Americans are the real Israelites. You also have confusion of faith. You so-called Italians, you so-called Sicilians, you people from Wales, Scotland, all right, Portugal, Spain. A lot of you go back to the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. All right? Through the Moors. So you have something what we call confusion of faith. A lot of you around here thinking that you're so-called, because I hate America. America on the one, if you go to other parts of the world, they don't even really even say black or white. America's the only one that fuss all day about who's black, who's white, right? But technically, a lot of you people, all right, there is a confusion of faces you, man. A lot of you go back to so-called Negroes, all right? Right?
Over here became the great what? Melting pot, man. So over here is what? It's with confusion. When you go to these other nations, it's predominantly those people that of that land, so to say, right? But here you got what? All nations here, man. Right?
That movie
Nobody knows who they are, but they're intentionally done.
What's the name of that movie? True Paradise? Paradise Love or Paradise something?
Paradise Lost.
No, this is the one with the Italian dude sitting at the table. True Romance. Go watch the movie True Romance. And then in the movie True Romance, the two Italian guys sitting at the table, he's like, man, you a nigga. Like he was telling him, he was hitting the street. You a nigga, bro.
The Moors came through southern Italy and just had their way with the women.
Right.
So Judah is all up in Europe. You know, there's no way to look at a person and just tell what nation they are anymore.
Hey, somebody. What's somebody at? Hey. Give me one of the cards real fast. Go ahead, brother.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 2, in verse 14, it says, he was made to reprove our thoughts.
Hey, get that old girl that work at RT.
It says he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
That's not
illegal.
You're right there. Trump right there. You're right somewhere.
He is grievous unto us, even to behold. But his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion, right? After the fashion of the book. Right? But the so-called white man's ways is after his own fashion, man. He just does whatever. Right? He's a lawless individual, man. Right? And it says, verse 14, and it says, verse 16, it says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Counterfeits of what? The sons of God, man. You ain't the true Jews of the Bible.
I think it said, we esteem him as kind of.
Yeah, we esteem him.
Go ahead.
Right, it says, Wisdom of Solomon 2 in verse 16, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yeah, he's speaking from a first person view like that. You look at us like we're a lie. Yes, we do. You a liar. You so-called 1948ers over in the land of Israel. You're not the real Jews, man. You want to run around here with the what they call them, yarmulkes on your head. You're a fraud, man. Right? Small hats, man. Right? The Lord's only dealing with the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and so-called Negroes, man. Those are the chosen people of the Lord, man. Right? The Israelites. Because what you so-called white people are going to find out all along that your foreparents, through slavery, enslaved the children of Israel. You put us on cargo slave ships, put us on these plantations. Guess what? Now it's time for your red asses to pay, man. Right? That's what's gonna happen, man. The Lord's gonna pay you so-called white people back for all the shit that you done to the nation of Israel, man. Woman, man, and child. Because there is a thing called karma, man. And karma, real name is Yahweh. Real name of karma is Yahweh. Right? That's karma's real name. Yeah.
He said we be found in their hands.
Yeah.
But man be found in another man's hands. Man. Too long on time, man. And we still enslaved by them.
Yeah, that's why Amos says it's gonna come a time where the plowman man's gonna overtake the reaper, man. Which we're the plowmen. We're working, we're actually the Latinos got a slave over here, man. They gotta build houses, plumbing, roads, you name it, man. They even got them now, a lot of Latinos, and they moved to Louisiana or New Orleans, they up in the damn tourism too, man. Waiting tables, man. Yeah. Ain't gonna wait no goddamn. Ain't no Israelite gonna wait no tables in the kingdom, man. In the kingdom, they gonna wait our tables, man. I don't want you devils around my food. You know, you gonna have your red asses in the field, getting wet. Put you to work, man. I'm gonna come out to that balcony of that palace. I'm gonna look back there, and I'm gonna see a new Edomite Toby back there, man. Working. Yes. Hey, see that Hamite? Work harder, man. You know? I'm gonna do it. Hey, brother's gonna do all that shit, man. Grab your jawline, look at you. You know? Yeah. I'm gonna do the Bill, what the name? George Bush. Went over there and seen them Hamites and hugged. One of y'all Hamite came and hugged them with some shit. No, I don't think that was Hamite. I think that was in Haiti, man. That was the Levites. He went hugging the Levites, came hugging. He wiped his hand. After the earthquake, yeah. He went wipe his hand on the back of George Bush shirt, man. Bill Clinton, my man. He went on Bill Clinton shirt. He wiped his hand. You gonna do that shit, man? Yeah. You devils got a lot to pay for, man. Right. You so-called white people got a lot to pay for. I promise you that.
This Exodus 21:16, it says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him.
And what you did? Get a slave.
Put us on auction block. Our children, all our families.
Somebody holding the slave ship sign? I mean, the slavery sign?
We got the slavery sign over there.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing changed. Same shit, different toilet, man. Well,
and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
We're still found in your hands. Right? You're just like Pharaoh. You would not let the children of Israel go, man. If every Israelite in America was to go, all right, every Israelite in America was to go to these airports and say, get ready to go back to Israel, go back where we're from, you'll shut the whole goddamn country down, man. And then, that's it, I'm done. You've been saying, go, get out. You remember what did we say in the week? White people like, go to Africa. Go back to Africa. Wait, if we would really get the fuck out of here, this place would fall overnight, man. They'll belly up overnight, man.
Yeah, everybody.
Electricity. He saw his whole infrastructure relies right here in Babylon the Great with the people.
Yeah.
That's where his power is right there.
Yeah, you ain't nothing great about you devils, man. Everything that you have gotten, all knowledge you have gotten from Israelites, man. Okay? What's fucking weird about so bro? Ain't nothing weird about you, man. You dealt with still every fucking thing you put your eyesight on, man. Your hands on you still.
You got cleft domain.
Yeah. What it is? Jack Daniels was created by a so-called black man. The stoplight, the radiator, all right? Even that goddamn devil up there in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Henry Ford got the actual blueprints of making the Model T from a so-called black man. All right? Light bulb. The airplane. The airplane was created by two dicks in Italy. I'm talking about at least 15, 20 years before the Wright brothers, man. You can look that up. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 2:33. It says, "Why trimmest thou way to seek love?"
That's what a lot of you Uncle Tom ass niggas do, man. You chuckling, diving, black dumb ass niggas do, man. You fucking bald headed, shaved face niggas do, man. You trim your ways to seek love from the so-called white man. Awesome, Master Ball. Awesome, Master Ball. You niggas, you the boy on get up. You got that little head. Hi, sir. That's you niggas, man.
Jackson on Tringo.
Yeah, you stuffing. You old stuffing ass niggas, man. Yeah. Hoppin' Bob and Hoppin' Jane, man. Go ahead, brother.
Like it says, therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
That's what you done. Because this devil know you niggas better than you do. He know all you like is big booty hoes, switchy sweets, Black and Miles and music, man. And Gucci. Fake Gucci all day. You niggas wear some fake fucking Gucci in a minute, man. Fake everything. Nigga have 15 designer clothes on at the same goddamn time. You know that nigga don't know what the fuck he doing, man. You know? Yeah, mismatch shit. You know, the devil know you, man. Malt liquor, chicken wings, and watermelon. That's you. That's the story of your nigga, man. Ain't nothing special about you niggas, man, at all, man. You are the low. You are a base. And what's the point? What about people trying to say, man? We said, what about the black man? What about him? Give him a contract. Give him music contracts for barbecue. They get two-step. It's a new thing. You niggas out of jig and do all that shit. That's all you know how to do. Play some football. Play some guitar, lick ass, and play basketball. That's about it.
After that, it just can't do that now.
But guess what? The men of the Lord have done them all, though, man. We did that shit, and then we have did the most. We found this devil out. That's something you niggas haven't done. We done found them out through your how much you never shot. So yeah, we were probably the most talented guys in the country with whatever we was doing. Then the Lord blessed us with His word, so we got it all, man. Yeah, man. You fucking hey, man. That's why the Lord's gonna give us the power also to take you devils down, man. In due time. Put you on our feet, man. We long for that day, man. Put you devils down on our feet, man. We step in the room, all heads gonna bow, man. Immediately, man. You ain't talking about God-like conflict. We gonna be the God-like complex, man. In the kingdom. It ain't starting out. We believe we over you devils now, man. Give a fuck about those goddamn crackers. We over you now. When we step in the room, we run that shit, man. No, you listen to me, devil. And look at you straight in your fucking eyes. That's another thing. Intimidate you devils, man. You look at them in their fucking eyes, man. You see the nigga lip get the trembling. Devils be shaved, so they got beads of sweat on their lips. Lips shaking, the bead of shit rolls down. You know?
We was out there last week when that Malachi came out there.
Yeah.
He was flipping the pages. That fucking hand was doing this.
Yeah, man.
He be nervous, man. Scared.
That's what happens. We putting ourselves in that basically in that lion state. When that people in the fucking lion coming around in the jungle, what happens to the other animals, man? They get nervous, man. So we take it with joy when you devils get nervous, man. I want you to be nervous. You should be.
Just hearing a lion roar.
Yeah.
That's a lion.
And this is us roaring right now. Roaring on you fucking devils, man. You know? Roaring on you right now with the spirit of Yahweh Shah through these scriptures, man. You should be scared.
Bring it out.
I want you to be scared, man. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 5, man. Yeah, man. You should be. You should be scared for all the shit you done done. You should be scared for what's going to happen in the planet Earth, man. Go ahead, brother, whatever y'all got.
Book of Wisdom, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
That's what we're doing now. We're standing in great boldness, man. We're coming out and telling our enemies what's going to happen to them, all right, by the Heavenly Father. All right? We're telling our own people, that's of the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and so-called Negroes, and the confusion the face of our people, what state they finna be in. And then the other side of that, what happens when you don't listen? What state are you going to be in? And we're telling them that we are going to be the future rulers of the planet Earth.
Right.
The Heavenly Father is going to send His Son back to put down all these nations and these different kings and set us up in the wake of World War III. We also tell you that them nations like Russia, China, North Korea, even American allies are going to shoot nuclear missiles over here on America, man. We're giving you the blueprint on how this world's gonna end. All right?
Yeah.
This world, as you know it, really the shores of America will go out with a bang, man. In the book, I believe of Isaiah, the 34th chapter, down the middle, Lord said He's gonna spread the line of confusion here in America, man. Meaning, when them nuclear missiles drop, you're not gonna know where the state of Louisiana is, where's the state of Ohio, because He's gonna make it all one big ass desert, man. And call law Yahweh Shah to that, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
That's what we're doing. We're standing in the face of you goddamn so-called white people, man. You Edomites. That's your biblical nationality. Your biblical nationality for so-called white people is Edomites.
Right?
You come from under the line of Esau, Edom. All right? And we're standing in the face of you. You're standing in boldness before the face of you to do what?
Yep. In great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
You have afflicted us, man. Way of slavery, way of Jim Crow, segregation, right? You have afflicted us in the courtroom system, man. By manipulation of your court system through the Latin, through corruption. You didn't give so-called Negroes NASCAR numbers by jaywalking, man.
They can't get no more of them in the small ones.
Multiple life
You get
Yeah.
you
got multiple life
they get life and 50.
Yeah.
40 years for a rape.
Yeah. All right? But we're standing great boldness because you can tell us this is of the Heavenly Father because, well, we couldn't do this 40 years ago, 50 years ago. They'll try to hang us from one of these poles, man. But this is the time of the Lord. The Lord always sends His men. Before He destroys a place, He sends back His men to condemn the place, man, before He destroys it. Go ahead, up.
Third one says, and made no account of his labor. Verse 2.
Now, they haven't made no account of our labors because Zechariah tell you that. Zechariah 13th chapter saying that who's going to press and slay them and hold themselves not guilty, man. Oh, it wasn't me. The children of the people say today. When we ask so-called, a lot of these so-called white people, whether they're a woman or a guy, we bring up the atrocities of what their people come at. Oh, that wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. You had a lot to do with that, man.
Isaiah 14 and 21 comes later.
Yeah, you had a lot. You see that real fast?
Pastor Slaughter.
Because guess what? Through the reincarnation, you are of your foreparents. Just like through the process of time, through reincarnation, we are these people back then. We were back then, right? We was back then going through this, man. Just as the ones who was doing it, you are back today too. Give me Revelation 1:7. I always bring that one out.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
One more time.
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
Behold, the Lord himself is going to come back with clouds. Go ahead.
And every eye shall see him.
And every eye shall see him. All the people of the planet Earth going to see when the Lord comes back. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him.
Do you hear that? It says, they also which pierced him. The Lord was pierced over 2,000 years ago on his side. So how is the people that pierced him going to see it? Because they're back today.
Right.
Walking around, man. Through reincarnation. Right? To receive their judgment from the Lord. Those same Roman soldiers that grabbed him up, made him carry that cross, beat him, gave him piss to drink, man. Mocked him, cut his garment up. Those same soldiers are back today roaming around, man, through reincarnation. They may be police officers in the army, sheriff officers. Yeah. They may be something.
High-ranking officials.
Yeah, but they're right back today. And they're the ones that the Lord want to see.
Yeah.
Goddamn characters, man.
Yeah. Joke,
Go
man.
ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
So when the elite bankers, when the different higher ups in society see the men of the Lord like what we doing now on the highways and byways, they should be troubled with terrible fear. Why? Because this is an indication of knowing that their society is going down. Give me Revelation 12 and 12.
Got a real quick for you.
Go ahead.
It's Revelation 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
And after 3 days and a half, which 3 days and a half represents, I believe, 350 years of slavery, man. All right? It represents slavery. And it says that the spirit of the Most High entered into them. Meaning this truth. The Lord entered this truth into our lives, our minds. And we did what?
And they stood up on their feet.
Now that's why we standing on our feet. We know the name of the true power of the heaven and earth. We know our nationalities. We know who our enemies are, huh? Because that goes back to Revelations 8, 9, 10, and 11. Our enemies purposely didn't put us to rest. Meaning they didn't tell us who we was. They put us in slavery and told us, hey, your name, you're a black man. Ain't no such thing as a black man. There's brown people on the planet. Black is not a nationality. You're African American. African American. How can you be from Africa and America? Those two different continents, man. Right? You're a Latino. What the fuck is a Latino? You're a Puerto Rican. The word Puerto Rican means rich boy. Puerto riches. You from Haiti. How can you be from Haiti when the word Haiti means people of hell? Children of hell. Now, we know that we're from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, Gad, Manasseh, Ephraim. We've woken up to who we are. Let him go about his business,
After Revelation 11, verse 11. And the Spirit of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Great fear fell upon those that saw us, man. That's why the people, the higher aristocrats in this society, they know who we are. They know why we out here too. That's why, out of all my 15 years in this truth, I have never seen the news media want to put us on the news, man. I just seen news media right here asking them something. They don't ask us a goddamn thing, man. They know who we are. They know what this stands for. The truth is coming out, man. The truth. What scripture says? Let me get it right. The truth's coming out. All right? It's no more. You can't hide it no more, man. All right? Everybody's waking up to who they are. What their role is these last times, man. Yeah. Why the scripture right here say this? This is 2 Ezra 6:28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. It's being declared now, man. We're the only ones doing this, man. While niggas is getting high, smoking that dope, looking for the women they deal with. Lord got the men at work, man. We're still pumping this work out here. The real work. Not that bullshit you niggas go to jail for and get killed over, man. You dying over bullshit, man. We're dying every day long for this truth. We're dying to this society, man. But we're living through the Lord. Right? It's how we'll be able to do what we do, man. Allow us to do what we do. We talk that shit the way we want to talk it, man. You mad at it, man.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 29:20. It said, for the terrible one is brought the north, and the scorn is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word.
Right.
And lay a snare for him that reprove it in the gate.
They lay snares for us. Esau done this shit. Back in the day, when I was in Houston, I used to go up to the top of the building, big long ass lens. Motherfuckers probably about a 230 millimeter lens on that bitch.
Damn.
Watching us, man.
Good
All
God.
right? I'm serious. Wait till you go to camp, watch you in the car, follow you home. Then I try to follow you home and shit. You laying snares, man. Put us in jail. We went to jail. Back then, man, we went to jail for this word, man. We got in fucking fights with people. I'm talking about real fist fights behind this, man. All right? We didn't got brothers that got put out, disowned by their pops, disowned by their mother. All right? We didn't lost jobs over this, man. Then got jobs and lost them, man. It is what it is, brother.
Yeah, they hated him, they rebuked it in the gate, man. Why you think Paul said, have I become your enemy because I told the truth? It ain't just for telling your people the truth. We are enemy to the world because we telling the truth, man. Never knew the truth could do all this, man. It says, and turn aside to justice.
They hate you without a cause.
Yeah.
You want to know if a person loves you?
Tell them the truth.
Yeah, you want to know. No, come into this word.
Yeah.
Come into this word. You'll find out. Man, get the fuck up the block, man. We don't even want to deal with you niggas anymore, man. Just go up the block, man. Right? We don't even want to. We don't care. We don't even give a damn, brother. Just go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's on the side of justice for no.
They say all type of shit about you, man, which is cool. We take it on the chin. Oh, he a terrorist. He in the coat.
They got the Israelite police. They made a whole police force.
Well, YouTube is. YouTube is.
Yep.
YouTube is, and that's what the brother said. They didn't pay certain motherfuckers to come out and to be about conspiracy police, man.
Yeah. We had an encounter in Baton Rouge a couple weeks ago with that.
Okay, I'm talking
No, I'm talking about that.
I'm talking about Facebook.
Yeah. And the Jake that came out, he said he had to sign an agreement because he lost his job or some shit. He got fucked up in the system. And he was scheduled to do, I think, like between 10 and 20 years. Esau said, look, you're going to have to be a private investigator, go around, search these things out. You have to sign this agreement. If you don't do it, okay, these are the stipulations. And I encourage you brothers to watch that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah.
Hey, what same thing happened to that old boy? Remember old boy with the rat tail comb? That nigga, he dealt with some of the same shit.
Yeah.
He tried to lock his ass up.
That nigga on the Judas Messiah, that nigga was he stole a car.
He stole a car.
Bro, he was a car thief. Then you come.
Now you're a federal agent.
Now you're a federal agent to come against.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Like Judas is scared.
Hey, you got it. I'm about to. Hey, you got something, Mike? You got something?
It's Acts 5:38. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh. That's why Esau about to be in a position where he literally going to fight the Lord. He's trying to overthrow this. Right, so the Lord going to make it manifest into literal World War III. And he's just going to come back and smash you, bro. All right? Take it out right here. So you want to take it out?
Well, what time it is?
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, you can take it out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
It says, but if it be of Yahweh, he cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh. And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, like the brothers going into, brothers lost their jobs, literally got in a fight. Right? It says they commanded that they should.
Hey, they done done us that back in the day, man. You know, arrested us. We don't want to see y'all here no more. Or else. Go home, get the brother out. And guess what? Next Saturday, go right back there. Put her on the corner. Put her on the corner, squad car. Oh, why y'all keep coming out here, man?
Yeah.
And kept coming back to where they just went the fucking way, man. Just went the way, man.
Paul said that. He said, what mean ye the weak? I'm going where y'all saying they like, don't go, they gonna kill you. Paul said, what mean ye the weak, man? Well, I'm going, whether bound or dead or dying, I'm going, man. I'm going.
Right? It says they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and in every house, they ceased not to preach, not to teach and preach Yahweh Mashiach.
And same thing with us. We cease not to preach Yahweh Mashiach, man. We're going to continue preaching them until the Lord makes it evident that he don't want us out here on these highways and byways, man. Until then, we're going to become a fixture, which we have become a fixture of downtown, a fixture of wherever we at, man. This, man, you can't stop this, man. You can fucking put the cameras up. Get it right there, all right? Put this shit up. Fucking devils in. Since we've been here, out of all Canal Street, we put the sidewalk, try to keep it from over here. Delay the work. We still come out here and teach, man. You cannot stop this, man. This thing here is like a juggernaut. It cannot be stopped. All right? It cannot be stopped whatsoever. And it's going to continue to keep going, man. To the elect. Really, I'm like Apostle to heart. The elect is already sealed, man. It's already sealed, man. We just waiting for the green light. We just waiting for the Lord to hit that button. Hey, you sitting down? Hey, you at home? Oh, no, you better get at home, brother.
It's real right now.
Fuck off the street. It's going down, man. Like the time we was out there and we was out there in the east. Fucking lights went off. We thought it was go time, man. We was brother Baton, whatever brother house, man. We was in that bitch talking. Yeah. Oh shit. We thought it was time, man. We thought Esau.
Hey, Lord, don't play with us like that. We gonna do it. Do it big, Lord.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he gonna do it big, man. That song Do It Big, man. Man, man, that song too talking about do it big.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna do it.
Everything real big.
The Lord gonna do it real big, man.
Right.
Grande. Right, so with that, man, we hope that was edifying. All right, good camp. Deal with old school or whatever. Until next time, we're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to the Right, God bless to the elders, apostles, GMS. Peace and blessings, salutation to the hope of elect. Right, until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Papa Ball.
Papa Ball.
Papa Ball.
Papa Ball.
Papa Ball.
Papa Ball.
Come on, Shalom.
Come on, now, shout out.